Have you ever wanted to live in the desert? Yeah, me neither. Anyway, I'm Reginald Dorfman-Agan, and you'll going to have a horrible time dying in this extremely hot microclimate with less than 10 inches of water per year.
No water.
Wait, finding water is difficult because there aren't any estuaries nearby or any rivers or streams, let alone any body of water connecting them. Now let's go to my good friend, the Brickshot the Fluff Fluff, for more information on this. All right.
Here I hold the amount of water that a desert gets in a year. I'm going to dump it out just to show you how much it is.
Water!
There are 3 different groups of organisms. There are producers, organisms that produce energy, consumers, organisms that consume energy, and decomposers, organisms that eat dead things for energy. 3 of the producers are cacti, rock plant, and Joshua tree. They survive by storing water, using the water to do the wonderful thing called photosynthesis, which is caused by the chlorophyll, which is stored in the chloroplast to make energy. And they don't have regular leaves that make them have less water. Instead, they have needles or really small leaves. 3 consumers are meerkat, Texas horned lizard, and ostrich. They can survive in the desert by being cold-blooded, which means that their blood is the same temperature as it is around them. They bury in the sand. They eat each other or other plants, and they have scales. The consumers use cellular respiration, which is the process of changing food into energy. One decomposer is the giant desert centipede. It can live in the desert because it decomposes other animals by using its venom.
That incident, the Brickshot is now hospitalized due to multiple stab wounds and I believe rabies. Filling in for him will be our good friend Dr. Purple Trousers. Well, once you're done dealing with the water, you'll have to deal with the heat. It's a scorching 100 degrees outside, and you being warm-blooded, you're going to have to waste all your energy just to stay alive. And it's really cold at night. Now, here's a quick message from our good friend, who I've stated before, Professor Purple Trousers.
The energy pyramid, which shows the energy moved throughout the ecosystem, consists of usually 4 levels. There are plants, herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. Carnivores are animals that feed on other animals. Herbivores are animals that feed on other plants. And omnivores are animals that feed on other plants and animals. A biotic feature is a living organism in a biome. An abiotic feature is non-living aspect of a biome. The population of the desert is very small. There's not a lot of animals and plants there, although the proportion to the population is quite a community large. There are many plants and animals with the same attributes.
Well, now that we're out of people to help us, you'll be seeing a lot more of me moving on. If you live in the desert, you can't help escape the harsh climate that is the weather and the environment. Because it's a microclimate, the climate is a small area that isn't actually as big as the actual climate. Now, the desert may sound like a horrible, terrible place for a large, naturally occurring community of flora and fauna, occupying a major habitat, but it's everywhere. You'll find one of the major polar zones near the poles, the tropics, near the equator, and the temperate zone, the area in between both. Now, before I go, I'd like to mention the ecology of the desert. You can have fun watching the snakes, scorpions, and other random creatures attack you, but careful. They hurt. Just ask